Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning in to another episode of VGAPR Garage. Today we're working on this beautiful 2006 BMW 530i. So this BMW was in an accident. It's going to be a series of videos because this door is going to be replaced, this fender is going to be replaced. But in this video, we're going to be replacing, let's see if we can get you in so that you can see both of these control arms. As you can see, the lower control arm right there is bent. Surprisingly, so on this car there is a jack point. You zoom in. It's at the front and right there. There's also points on each side of the car for you to place jack stands right there. I want to take a Here we go. Wheels on the left. Or if I actually had it on the correct setting as an out, it might come out. So yeah, you're gonna want to take them all out. There's quite a few. Have fun taking them out. Okay. So when I say there's gonna be screws everywhere, there are screws everywhere. This, say, is the top. There's actually going to be a push tab here. These three right here, so you can see them. There's, 1, 2, 3 holes. Those are also push tabs. But underneath, there's going to be some. There's going to be one right here, which you actually can't see. It's going to be by the brake line, but you can't actually see it, but it's there. One here. This one right here is covered up by the spring. Just be conscious of that. This one right here is what connects like the bumper to the fender, and then this is in between it. But they're everywhere. Have fun getting them out. Aluminum. So this little piece of plastic here, there's a bolt on the bottom, and I just peeled it back. Like so, and it'll give you better access to that bolt right here that we want to get to. We want to get to that bolt, and then we want to get to that nut right there. Sorry. So right here, got an 18mm wrench sitting on the edge of the. I think this is the lower control arm, which is bent. We want to get rid of the unsprung weight first. And then I'm just using my impact on the other side to undo it. But first, before I take the whole thing off, I don't know if you can see down in there. Hopefully, let's try to get the best angle. With the damage, it kind of makes it hard. So right there, focus. Right there, there's a connection, a piece that connects, and that's what controls the how the lights pivot. When the wheel turns, you want to go ahead and disconnect that as well. Now, the bolt will come out, or it may not. It's going to be under a lot of stress because of the how the control arm is messed up. There it goes. Looks like that little module wants to come off too. We'll let it hang, and then over here we'll grab the wrench and the nuts in it, and that's neat. To take the lower control arm, you're gonna need a Torx bit and a wrench, and the steering rack will actually lock, so that way you'll be able to, something to go against. So this is the new part. So you can see it's nice and straight, not a focus. Focus. There we go. And here is the part that I just took off the car. Now that's absolutely insane. And I'm gonna assume, because BMW's smart, there's this little divot. And if it would focus, okay, see that little divot in there? That's exactly where this lower control arm bent. So I'm gonna assume, because BMW is super smart, they engineered it this way in case of an accident like this car was in, that this would take the force and not damage the entire car, because this was the only thing in this car for its suspension that was damaged. But I just wanted to show you guys. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the new control arm and we're gonna put it back in place. Probably use some grease to get in there. We're gonna take the nut and the bolt. Go ahead and put the bolt through. Just have to work the control arm around a bit. I know my head's in the way, I'm sorry guys. There we go. Get it through and take the nut and put it on the other side. The one thing you don't want you guys to be able to hear me then, rather than hear the compressor. Oh, look at this daddy long legs, we'll leave him alive. Alright, got it on the nut. Gonna hopefully not smash my fingers. Alright, you don't want to tighten it down all the way. Alright, so you guys can probably still see. You can. So now, oh, I did it wrong. I did. I'm gonna show you. Things happen on here. I do mess up. Let me show you what I messed up on. I'm sure some of you were screaming at the screen as I was doing it. Alright, let's try and do it right this time. Customer wouldn't be very happy if I screwed this up. Remember, some cars aren't equipped, this car is. This is what controls the light when you turn the headlight when you turn the wheel. That goes right there. And it's got a little notch on it on the inside, so it sits right in that area. Let's go ahead and don't start the nut by hand first. You don't want to strip it out. That would be really, really bad. Let's put it on forward. Get the wrench back on it. Alright. So now, we're going to go ahead and take the control arm, which is still loose. We're going to fit it up through the steering knuckle. Wiggle it back and forth. Probably doesn't like the angle that it's at. Come on. It's almost there. There we go. Come on, get up in there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Just grabbing it, twisting the control arm. Want it to go up through all by itself. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna grab the nut. Put the nut back on. You might get lucky and not have to use the torque. I'm gonna cut. You don't need to see me do this. So you can do this one now. You know, torque this one down now. Ow! Get in there. There we go. So now that that's basically in, let's go ahead and take the little actuator thing that, it's not really an actuator, but whatever it is that makes it so the headlights turn. Take that, take the wrench, take this, put it on forward, don't go crazy on it. Actually now, things are kind of lining up to the point where it's kind of hard to get to it. There we go. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. This is the one of the other, I guess it's the upper control arm to be considered. Got a wrench right here. I've removed some stuff so I can get my impact gun in here. I'm just gonna impact it. There we are. I have to work it around a bit. It's kind of tight in here with the duct for the airflow for the brakes. So alright, so let's go ahead and I was hoping it was gonna be easier, but just get the 18 mil on it and work it out. Alright, let's go ahead and take it off from the bottom. That was fast. The best part is it's loose. The worst part is it seems I have to loosen up the shock to get it out. And it's out. Alright, let's get to reassembly. So now that we have the room, let's go ahead and take the new control arm. It goes above the tie rod, remember that. But we're gonna put it in the knuckle first, which might be easier said than done because of the way it. So you might have to take your hand, move the ball joint so that it will go down in the hole. Very tight in here. I think I might have to hammer the shock down some more. Let me see. What am I getting caught up on? ABS sensor. So there. So I don't have to. So there we go. Now it's in. Now, take the new nut. Literally at the end of the frame, isn't it? Sorry, guys. And then, take the nut and bolt. And this is the same way. You don't want to tighten this down until it's fully seated on the suspension. I know that my arm's in the way. Find the hole. Where are you? I think you gotta go up further. No, back maybe. Or in. It's kind of hard. There we go, found it. Now I gotta find it on this side. There we go. Found it. Now, take your nut. Somehow get your hand in there. Oops. Luckily there's a tray to catch it on. Let's get our hand down in there. Get it on the... There we go. And just tighten it by hand. Get some thread started. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I know I'm in your way. I'm really sorry, guys. Alright, make this whole job easier. Hopefully it won't spin. Don't know why this is connected. Oh, I know why that's connected. Anyway, oops. You're still recording? Good. Let's put this on forward and tighten this one down. There we go. That's tightened. And now we're gonna get back in there. You guys can still see perfect with an 18. And this 18, forward 2. We're gonna go ahead and grab this 18 here, put it on there, put this on here. Alright, so there we go. Now, because we've got it, I wanna go ahead and grab my torque wrench and torque the ball joint down. And it got dark in here. Come on, get the nice torque. Let me turn the light back on. Hey, I'm over here, light. There we go. It's set at the right thing, so right? Yep. I have a feeling that the joint's just moving and I can't really torque it down. So I guess it's tight enough. We don't really have a choice on that one. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is grab a jack, but first we have an extra nut. I want to jack it up on this nut and not the threads. We don't want to damage the threads because we need to tighten everything down, and I need to get that shock back in place. Well, let's grab my jack, and I'm gonna hit the camera stand. I'm gonna move you guys out of the way along with the light. Sorry, let's put the light back up. Come on. Not be too difficult with me tonight. Jack here. And let's load up the suspension. There we go. The shock is going back into place. There we go. Shock went back into place. I'm going to lower the whole thing back down because I got to get that stabilizer back in. Got to find the bolt first. I had the bolt the whole time. It's the through bolt for the shock. So basically, I'm going to have to push it up because the sway bar link, there we go, goes right through. And then the ABS sensor connects on the other side. Be mindful of that. It's like a bracket, so just be mindful of that. What do we got on this one? We got perfect, I actually don't think it's an 18, I think it's actually a 17. Sorry guys, I'm acting all crazy. There it is. There's an 18. So, that'll be your 18. It's on forward. Let's get it real tight. I'm actually gonna grab a breaker bar. I wanna make sure that's on there nice and tight. Because it is what holds the strut in place. I think, yep, that's about all I can go. So there we go. So now I wanna load the suspension again. Just enough to where you start feeling pressure on it. There we go. And then basically what you're going to want to do is the things that, the ends that are connected to the body, you're just going to want to tighten those back up. Alright, let's go ahead and torque it down to factory spec. There we go. And then I'm gonna tighten the other side down as well to factory spec, but it's kind of hard to see and my light's getting dim. And then I removed the disc brake as if you don't have to, but I did. And that's gonna be the end for this part. And then I'll show you the rest of the fixing of the car as the parts come in. As usual guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't give it a thumbs down, let me know why. But if you have a question or comment, put it down below. I answer everybody. Clean your tools off, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.